Hello and welcome to another anime lore and theory video. I'm Shergok, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at the Holy Kingdom and why it is internally divided in more than just one way. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as a thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. The Holy Kingdom is actually a misleading name, because it consists of two regions that are barely held together. To explain, the Holy Kingdom is located at the western end of the nameless continent, where Overlord takes place. It borders the sea to the north, west and south, and is connected to the rest of the continent by a narrow land bridge. Its direct border is the Abelian Hills, inhabited by various tribes of demi-humans and heteromorphs who are in constant conflict with one another. And they pose a great threat to the Holy Kingdom, even though the individual tribes and groups are at odds with each other. Nearly perpetually, it is not uncommon for them to attempt to raid into the Holy Kingdom in search of food and perhaps new settlement land, causing significant damage. For this reason, a wall similar to Hadrian's Wall was built along the outer border of the Holy Kingdom. This fortification serves as both a boundary and a warning system to stop raids, or at the very least, to give the interior time to mobilize paladins and elements of the population, since of course there's compulsory military service to intercept and neutralize the threat. Trade is either conducted via a narrow land route that connects the Holy Kingdom to Riestais, or by sea. And the sea route is actually far safer than the land route, thanks to the good relationships with a water dragon, among many other things. And of course, since the sea is inhabited by actually sentient life forms, mermaids and mermen for example, they can also directly trade with the inhabitants of the sea. However, the sea is also a major factor contributing to the internal divide of the Holy Kingdom. The two halves of the Holy Kingdom, separated by a large bay, have developed very different and very unique political power centers, because each peninsula prioritizes its own needs due to the spatial proximity. Essentially, two roughly equally strong regional centers have emerged within one and the same nation, whose economic, political, and social structures are spatially isolated from one another. So for a merchant in the south, traveling to Riestais, another kingdom, is practically the same as traveling to the northern part of their very own kingdom in terms of feel, in terms of means of transportation, and the only difference is the time it takes for the travel to occur. And the division and the competing interests often manifest in the rivalry between the northern and the southern nobility. This division reached a temporary peak when Queen Kalkabezars ascended the throne. The southern nobles originally wanted Prince Caspond as king. As the firstborn, he was the expected next king and crown prince. However, unlike Prince Barbaro from the Riestais kingdom, Caspond had enough self-awareness to recognize that it would be better for him and for the kingdom if he renounces his claim to the throne in favor of his younger sister, Kalkabezares. Thus we have a political situation similar to that in the Riestais kingdom, with the difference that here everyone set aside their egos for the good of the country. In the Riestais kingdom, Barbaro fought his smarter half-brother for the succession, leading to political division within the kingdom that is, from a geographic standpoint, very, very internally integrated with itself and not separated like the Holy Kingdom. And of course, neither of these siblings would have been willing to give up their claim to the throne to allow the other to rule for the good of the country. And of course, the princess in Riestais didn't care about the nation at all. She just pretended to be the good and honest and upstanding queen so that the boy she likes would think more highly of her. And of course, neither of the two siblings would ever consider, and the rest of the royal court for that matter, would ever consider to give the third princess the throne. The southern nobles, back in the Holy Kingdom, were enraged by Prince Caspion's lenience towards his younger sister. Not only was Kalka Besaris the first queen in the country's entire history, but her closest confidants, Remedios and Kilat Custodio, were also extremely influential. With the royal crown in Kalka Besaris' hands, the high priestess position given to Kilat Custodio, and the paladin order, now led by her older sister, Remedios Custodio, the sovereign nobles were effectively excluded from all powerful positions in favor of a princess, recently turned queen, that no one expected would take the throne, so they of course lacked any meaningful connections to this new power center that now hogged all the places of high power. And as a result, they were also excluded from the inner circle of power, and therefore they tried to place every conceivable obstacle in the way of the queen. They spread rumors about the close relationship between the three women at the top. As you make your bed, so you must lie in it. The question is, with whom? In other words, even though Kalka Besaris only wanted the best for her country, she is not as effective in governing because she has too many scruples, and actually wants the best for her people, in sharp contrast to Princess Venna. Additionally, by not involving the sovereign nobility in power, she has fostered bitter resentment from the sovereign nobility. This, combined with the natural geographic division of the entire nation and the isolation of its two regions, means that at the beginning of the Overlord film, the Holy Kingdom is deeply divided and at odds internally, and how this conflict will affect the further course of the war and the resulting problems can be then seen in the Overlord movie, but for today, that it is. And now it's your turn. What are your thoughts on the topic and of course on the video? Let me know it down in the comment section, and while you type, I say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Order Daddy Order, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Din Pep, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Thiralshivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Hustar, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Le Louche Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Okill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Cune Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Zenukai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon under my next video.